Alright guys, good afternoon. It's Andrew here. I would have had a forecast video out for today if I was feeling better, but I have contracted a fever. I've had a stomach ache at times. I have also had a pretty bad runny nose, so we're going to be stuck doing a shorter video, but today we're going to be talking about kind of what's happened over the last few days. So today we had a severe weather set up across portions of Arkansas, Illinois, kind of that area. Lots of damaging winds and a couple hail reports were showing. We had this low-topped squall line thing come over the state, and we're going to go over to my Illinois Weather Updates Twitter account, and we're going to kind of show you what the radar images looked like at times. So we can see here, there were several severe warnings up at one point from Kentucky all the way through central Illinois there from this line. If you look over here, here's the warnings in Lincoln. It was a low top squall line, but it packed a punch, and you can see it over by St. Louis as well. SBC ended up issuing a tornado watch for this event today, which I was not expecting at all, as well. Now, looking into next week, we're going to briefly discuss that. The SBC has issued a day 5 30% risk of severe weather for Texas, Oklahoma, and into southern Kansas. Surrounding that, going into extreme southern Nebraska, likely be trimmed south soon, and a lot more of Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. I think this risk is probably going to get shifted a good amount over the next few days, probably east and a little south, so be aware for changes. We're also monitoring a system on Friday the 3rd of March, as models have been very consistent on a potent shortwave trough with maximized flow across kind of the steep south region. Looking at the global models here, we have 60s dew points across a large area. Same thing with the Euro. Placement's going to be a bit uncertain, and significance of this event is a bit uncertain. Euro is a bit stronger on the low as per normal. GEFS is a little weaker. So looking over into the model means for this, low pressure is all over the place. The GEFS wants this to be the day previous at some capacity. There's a lot of uncertainty with this though. Dew points into the 60s are likely, along with a pretty significant trough that's going to eject into the region. You can see that on the GEFS here. Looking over at the EPS, it's showing the same thing, except it's a day later and has still a potent severe threat potentially across the deep south that we'll have to keep an eye on. Moisture's a bit of an uncertainty, but you get the point. Looking into Sunday, which is our 30% day, we have a large area with 60 plus dew points expected generally in here. The severe threat is likely going to be anywhere in here, most likely. We're talking Wichita, Oklahoma City, Norman, Frederick, Wichita Falls, maybe Dallas and Fort Worth as well. We're looking into the upper air pattern. You can see the upper air pattern is very favorable with a pretty potent shortwave trough that ejects into the region there with 80 plus knot jet max flow there as well. The low-level jet is also pretty strong on the mean with 45 knots there in southeast Oklahoma. The mean in general, though, is 35 plus knots. Looking into your 500 plus ML cape, and it is a very strong signal anywhere from Wichita down into Del Rio. And there's a minor signal for places like Colby, Kansas, Hayes, down through the Texas Panhandle.